What is the latest reports out of the region?
Well, David, we heard missile warning sirens for the first time in 2 decades in Tel Aviv. That prompted Israelis to take cover. There were no actual strikes on the city, but we do know that there was reports of one strike that got quite close to the area. We know that Israel is on the offense today. Right now, there have been numerous attacks. We know that a very powerful operation called Pillar of Defense is underway right now, and in the past few days there have been dozens of attacks at what Israelis say are terrorist targets in Gaza. Now, we have heard from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu this morning. He took a press conference and said that he would do whatever it took to ensure the safety of his people. Take a listen.
No government would tolerate a situation where nearly a fifth of its people live under a constant barrage of rockets and missile fire. And Israel will not tolerate this situation. This is why my government has instructed the Israeli Defense Forces to conduct surgical strikes against the terrorist infrastructure in Gaza. And this is why Israel will continue to take whatever action is necessary to defend our people.
And David, the death toll continues to climb. We're seeing deaths on both sides here in Gaza. The death toll is up to 19 deaths. And in Israel, we're seeing a rocket strike this morning in southern Israel that killed 3 people. And rockets are hitting both Israel as well as Gaza. We know that just as of yesterday, there have been over 274 rockets fired from Gaza that have hit Israel. But we know that over 100 rockets have been intercepted by the Iron Dome program. Now, we're also hearing from the Egyptian government, which says they support Hamas, going on further to say that they're not going to allow any Palestinians to be subjected to the Israeli aggression. We've actually also heard some very interesting reports stating that the Egyptian Prime Minister plans to make an Egyptian delegation a lead-in to the Gaza area tomorrow as an act of solidarity with the Palestinians. So whether or not that actually will happen has yet to be seen, but no doubt this conflict is not ending anytime soon.
Yeah, and it's a scary situation. At this point, what is the diplomatic reaction from the U.S., from Canada, from the UN?
Right. Well, when we take a closer look at Canada, we have heard from Canada's Foreign Affairs Minister, John Baird, and he has spoken out on this issue, saying exactly this, that Canada condemns the terrorist group Hamas and stands with Israel as it deals with regional threats to peace and security. We've even heard from the NDP, which is calling for both sides to exercise restraint. And we've also heard from the Israeli ambassador to the U.S., David. He's come forward saying that they sent a very powerful message to the terrorists in Gaza. Take a listen.
We've made all the preparations we need to defend the citizens of the South, but we've sent a message, a very powerful message to the terrorists of Gaza, saying stop it. You cannot shoot with impunity at our citizens. And if they internalize that message and they stop shooting, then there will be no further escalation.
And David, with a growing number of deaths by every hour, and there really seems to be no sign of either side stopping or stepping down, this will likely only further escalate in the coming days, and we'll be keeping our eye on this story quite closely.
Alexandra Gunn in our Toronto newsroom. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate that.
Thank you.